To everyone here today, welcome. What a glorious day to be here in Blount County, celebrating National Tourism Day, National Tourism Week. It is my great privilege today to introduce Tennessee's Commissioner of the Department of Tourism Development, Susan Whitaker. We have undoubtedly in Tennessee the best tourism director in all 50 states.
I tell you, I mean, I wish I could take credit for the fact that we've had all this growth in Tennessee, but the reason we have the growth in Tennessee tourism is because of Tennessee and the people of Tennessee. It is the best place in the world to live. It is the best place to visit. From one end of the state to the other, you have so many different types of destinations. You have a music, culture, heritage, whatever you want to call it. It's just great. You can't go someplace without hearing great music. And people, when they come here, they're just astonished to find that all of that exists in such a beautiful place. And for some of you who already know this, I'm redundant, but for some of you who don't, you can tell you're not have one of your lovely southern accents. I am from the South. I'm from the south side of Chicago. And I grew up there and knowing a lot about Tennessee because I am the great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter of John Sevier. He is the first governor of Tennessee. My sister's middle name is Sevier. My dad was very proud of our Tennessee heritage. My dad passed away in 1980, but I am sure he is extraordinarily excited about the fact that I work for the governor of Tennessee. And I just feel like that was meant to be. God has had his hand on my life in so many ways, but this is one of those places where I can look back and there is no reason why this girl from south side of Chicago should have had the honor of being able to represent Tennessee to the whole world in terms of coming to us here. The thing that I found out that I didn't know just looking at it from afar was yes, it's beautiful. Yes, the music is fabulous. Yes, you got Jack Daniel and everybody who comes from overseas wants to know where that is. Yes, you've got fantastic opportunities from one end of the state to the other to look at our history, our Civil War history, and all of that. But it's when people actually get to know the people here, all you have to do is get them here one time and they're going to want to come back over and over again. You people are so different. And if you were born and raised here, you may not know it is not like this everywhere. It is truly an extraordinary place. I am so privileged to have the opportunity to go and be able to be the person that says, you need to come, and give them a million reasons why. The landscape has changed. We keep adding destinations, keep adding attractions. We are now, sir, up to $16.2 billion in direct economic impact. That was the latest number that we got. The seventh year of being over $1 billion in sales tax revenues for local and state, which is so important because that's what's going to pay for our education. We don't have an income tax. We're not going to have an income tax. And that's one of the things that you find out when you move here. You get a raise automatically because you're not paying a state income tax. But you find out also that you've got so many places that you can talk about and enjoy in those destinations. And again, those sales tax dollars, that's tax relief for every person who lives here because it is creating so much money to pay for those essential services like education, like our safety and fire and all those things that can't pay for themselves, but they need some kind of revenue. We're not going to have an income tax. You better get the sales tax revenues. Governor Haslam has been a huge, huge supporter of tourism. He saw it in his own backyard. He saw the importance of it. And he said, if you can get the tourism industry to come together and put together a strategic plan that makes sense and that they have buy-in from one end of the state to the other, I will give you additional dollars. This current year, he gave us an additional $8 million, as well as keeping our regular budget intact. Didn't take any dollars out of that. He added $8 million in non-recurring revenue that we've been able to use and start putting into those markets that we haven't been able to afford before. And for next year, he gave us an additional $2 million. So we're very excited that we're going to be able to use all of those dollars to continue this momentum, getting into some of those long-haul markets, because our motto is if we can get more visitors, get them to stay longer, they will spend more money. Again, smiling at you. So that is our hope, and not our hope, that is our plan, to get those people here. Right here in Blount County, it's a $312 million direct expenditure. And that is money that you do not have to pay when it comes to those dollars for sales tax revenues and things that pay for your tax relief and things.